I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this episode is called Public Relations Calling on Empower Your Pattern. There are success patterns to help you receive more, to help you live a better and extraordinary life. In this podcast, I give you these spiritual and temporal tips to help you better your best and to overcome the adversities in everyday life. Now, you're probably thinking, Jimmy, why are you talking about public relations? Well, in some ways, it's a major that career guidance counselors suggested that I try in college. Unfortunately, in the formative years of my major, I was unable left field to have the requisite courses I needed. It looked like they were heading more towards broadcast journalism. And so I switched there, and you know my story there. But public relations and public affairs has always interested me. But for the instance of this one, we're just going to be talking about public affairs and public relations. Now, public relations is a field in which helps an organization seek goodwill among its various publics. And you're thinking, well, why are you calling this public relations calling? The reason why I say that is because an entrepreneur such as myself that's interested in launching my coaching business could probably use a little help from some media relations, some media awareness. And so, when entrepreneurs need to make an announcement, or they got something going on in their business that's newsworthy, then public relations is a good free to low cost, low budget way to market. And I learned this in a marketing class at Otis College about 11 years ago. And so I think public relations, it's a wonderful field. I think you learn a variety of writing projects there. Fact sheets. I think fact sheets are wonderful. You can write a wonderful fact sheet about your company for the media or whoever. And this ties together in public relations and public affairs. But we're talking more on the public relations side, where we are dealing with entrepreneurs that are reaching out to the media to market their products, to better their best. But even though I didn't get a chance to major in that in college, public relations can still be something for me to learn to study in order to better market as an entrepreneur, and I recommend it for anybody. I mean, you think about it, we live in a free market society, which is what I prefer anyway. And so public relations is the beginning where you start out to your market and also to the media. Well, you got to know what your target market is before you be contacting the media. And then to the general public and your marketing, particularly for potential customers. And so I hope you find this helpful. I was only able to study one public relations course when I was working on some postgraduate studies before my health broke down. But now we know. We know that public relations it's a wonderful field. It's a wonderful field. And so I'm going to do a little bit more research and then come back and talk to you. Okay, first of all, you need to work a little bit on the business development side. And there are local resources from your local small business development centers. If you're buying into a business system itself, you have coaching and mentoring where that's dealt with. And then customer side negotiations for the better of the customer. And I have to agree with this man, the late Bill Britt. One thing he often said was, the customer is always right. The customer is always right. And so that's something that I see that is very important to look at and to view. Because we have this potential through public relations calling. And another skill that I think is important is entrepreneurs need good communication skills. I think it's important, particularly those in some of the in-demand fields of industries. You need to be able to write and speak well. And public relations opens that door for you. And that's why I call this public relations calling, because really, and when you apply the CAP method to it, okay, you choose your target audience, and then you develop a plan of action which you act upon, and then you pursue whatever level of happiness that you want your business to pursue on. Okay, you understand where I'm coming from there? And that's why I called this episode Public Relations Calling, because it shows you how public relations can benefit you as being an entrepreneur. And so I hope you find this helpful in many ways. Now, I hope you've enjoyed listening to Empower You Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a citizen of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time, don't you just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. And, more importantly, choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. Take care, everybody.